This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
The prodigal son has done it again, and now it seems the DMK's heir is not so apparent.
A focus on news tonight, the Chief Minister's son's open war. I'm Ramanathan.
I'm RADHIKA IYER, and here are the headlines.
The DMK succession battle is out in the open again. Aragiri says there is no leader after Karunanidhi. The CM says, I don't know what after me.
Actress Khushbu says she has supported scenes from the top man of the state on her comment on live-in relationships.
When Nagram turns into a battleground, Karunanidhi campaigns at ground zero.
It's World Tuberculosis Day, but the social stigma and number of cases just don't seem to go down.
And the last two teams on the current IPL charts face off in Mohali. Rajasthan Royals take on Kings 11 Punjab. The succession battle in the DMK has surfaced yet again. This time around, the salvo has been fired by Karunanidhi's elder son and Union Minister M.K. Aragiri. In an interview to a Tamil magazine, Aragiri has indicated that he will not accept his younger brother and Deputy Chief Minister M.K. Stalin as his leader in a post-Karunanidhi scenario.
Proof that all's not well in the DMK first family. In this interview to a Tamil magazine, Chief Minister Karunanidhi's elder son Alagiri says there's no question of accepting his younger brother Stalin as his leader. Just recently, the two brothers had made it clear that they would function like a double-barrel gun for the DMK. But if this interview is anything to go by, then it's clearly one brother training his guns at the other. Mr. Karunanidhi has said that in fact he would like this issue to be placed on the back burner. Sources say Alagiri feels shortchanged and he's keen to relinquish his post as Union Minister and stake his claim for the throne in a post-Karunanidhi scenario. His supporters say despite Alagiri scoring a perfect 10 in the Lok Sabha polls from his southern Tamil Nadu belt and ensuring the DMK's slew of by-election victories, it's his younger brother Stalin who's been promoted in the party.
As the succession war is out in open, political analysts say that Alagiri's pressure politics will not work as the party is rallying for the DMK's rising son M.K. Stalin.
There may not be much of a division in the camp because the party seems to be solidly behind Stalin.
It's not a cold war anymore, it's an open war. This will not have a big impact as far as DMK is concerned till Mr. Karunanidhi is at the helm of affairs. After his period, this could create problems for the party. Then I kind of assess that the party would rally behind Stalin and not Aragiri.
A few years ago, the succession question led to violence and a bitter family feud. This time around, the DMK patriarch seems keen to remain at the crease and play a sheet anchor innings. With Sam Daniel and Shabir Ahmed, this is Sanjay Pinto for NDTV.
In some quick damage control, the DMK said that the party is competent enough to choose its leader whenever required. NDTV's Sam Daniel spoke to the party's spokesperson DKS Ilangovan.
How do you react to Mr. Alagiri's interview recently that he will not accept anybody as DMK's leader in a situation post Dr. Karunanidhi, sir?
That I don't know under what context he had made the statement because I had neither listened to the statement nor read in the newspapers. But as of now, our leader is very strong and as Chief Minister his performance is very good and as a party leader he has taken the party to very great heights. So the question of the change of leadership is not there. If at all, if there is a question of change of leadership, it is with the party. The DMK party is competent enough to choose its leader.
This seems to be a clear hint that he will not accept the leadership of his younger brother M.K. Stalin, who is being projected as the heir apparent. How does the party look at this?
I don't know what I draw nothing from his statement, anything like that from his statement. I have nothing to comment on that.
But is there a tussle between the brothers for leadership in a post Dr. Karunanidhi situation?
I don't think so.
Even Mr. Stalin doesn't aspire for the DMK's leadership position.
No, Mr. Stalin himself has stated that about Dr. Kalaignar, he is very happy to work under Dr. Kalaignar sometimes back. So that is the position. Everybody wants Dr. Kalaignar to continue, and that is the position of the party right now. And as I said, the DMK is competent enough to take care of any question relating its leadership.
And lastly, do you think this kind of an interview itself is in one way out of turn, speaking out of turn?
Which interview do you mean?
Mr. Alagri's interview.
I have not heard, I have not listened to his interview, and I don't know under what context he made. Without knowing that, I cannot comment anything on that. Right. But the question of, as to the question of leadership, whatever I have said, right, is there.
Well, TK Selango in there being politically correct. Now, this is the time that political observers love to wait and watch. We spoke earlier to R.K. Radhakrishnan, the deputy editor of The Hindu, who had a rather interesting view on things.
Have always been differences between the brothers. There have always been problems between Mr. Alagiri and Mr. Stalin. We thought those they had gotten over those problems. But apparently these problems are not sorted out as yet. That seems to be a correct reading of the situation. But I would not agree with my friend TK Selangovan. It is news that Mr. TK Selangovan has stopped reading at all. He is easily the best read person in the DMK by far, except for Mr. Kalaignar. Now the second thing I want to say is that if Mr. Alagiri is not prepared to accept Mr. Stalin as leader, as things stand now, Mr. Karunanidhi has said that he would possibly retire by June. And I think the Prime Minister will be very happy with this development, because he has one fantastic cabinet minister who does not attend cabinet, who does not attend to his work in Delhi. He has his secretaries flying down to Madurai to clear files. I think we should convey this to the Prime Minister, and he will be extremely happy with this development. Because Mr. Alagiri, if he does not want to accept Mr. Stalin's leadership, the only way to go, if Stalin takes over the party and the government, is out. At this point of time, Mr. Stalin controls the party, and it is a very well known fact that Mr. Alagiri is not very much liked in the party for what he is doing south of Tamil Nadu. And at this point of time, I don't think a Dayanidhi Maran or a Kanimozhi matters inside the party. You should remember that both these people came into the party very, very recently. Dayanidhi Maran, of course, came immediately after the death of his father. He has definitely a little bit headway. But then Kanimozhi came in just now. It's like 3 years ago. Now, Mr. Stalin came in 40 years ago. And Mr. Alagiri came in around the same time. But then he has been in and out of the party. He has been sent to, disciplinary action has been initiated against him. But this is the man who has largely been in the party and has helped out a lot of partymen. So he does have a loyal following in one section of the party, but that is not to say that he can have any control over the party. He probably will have 3 or 4 district secretaries. You should remember that the district secretaries call the shots in the DMK, and they virtually control the grassroots administration of the party. If 29 guys or 27 guys are going to be with, of those important district secretaries are going to be with Stalin, even you can be anything, but then if you don't control the district secretaries, you are nothing. So Stalin has the district secretaries, he has the party. I don't think anybody else, I don't think Dayanidhi Maran controls a single district secretary, I don't think Kanimozhi controls a single district secretary. So that's where we stand right now, and Stalin is right now on top, yes.
All right, for more on that, joining us now is Mr. Cho Ramaswamy, political commentator and editor of the Tughlaq magazine. Sir, the Chief Minister has been evasive and he has avoided giving a direct answer. But do you think that the Chief Minister is initially testing the moods of his 2 sons?
It started that way, but now Alagiri seems to be determined to make it public that he doesn't approve of Stalin succeeding Mr. Karunanidhi. He has earlier also hinted at it. He said that only Mr. Karunanidhi will rule even after the next election. Not only now, even after the next election, he will be the Chief Minister, meaning thereby that Stalin will not take over. Now he has again said it. There is nothing new.
Right, Mr. Cho, Radhika here. This is not the first time that Alagiri has reacted. Do you see divisions within the DMK camp now?
the cadre will be confused because Alagiri have been having a say in the south of Tamil Nadu. There he would have developed, many would have developed loyalty towards him. And their future, they may be worried if Stalin takes over. And if they are going to oppose Stalin along with Alagiri, if Alagiri is going to take the plunge and oppose Stalin, then there will be chaos in the party.
Well, sir, the big question about Stalin and his silence, he's been unusually silent this time. Is this a calm from Stalin before a storm?
No, I think as far as Stalin is concerned, he has never been a very aggressive type of politician. On the other hand, he has been soft in his approach to issues. He has not been aggressive. Alagiri is just the opposite. In politics, there are different styles. And I would blame Mr. Karunanidhi for all this because, you see, when a person introduces 2 or 3 from the same family into the political arena, these difficulties will erupt. What happened to Bal Thackeray with his son and nephew? That is happening here. That's all.
Right, you're comparing our Chief Minister with Bal Thackeray, of course, but do you also think that the fact that the Chief Minister has now indicated to retire from politics, it is coming at a good time for Jayalalitha, and do you think advantage Jayalalitha at the right time, particularly so when the state is seeing elections soon?
But for it, the DMK would not be in a strong position. So this myth that there cannot be any replacement for Kalaignar, I don't agree with it. It will all depend in the way Stalin carries on with the administration.
Right, thank you very much, Mr. Cho Ramasamy, for that insight. Well, I was in Madurai just about 2 days ago, and I saw this very big hoarding which indicated Alagiri as CM. Now, that could mean either Chemicals Minister or the Chief Minister, and that's exactly the satire. Well, moving on. The news from Penagaram constituency, the constituency goes to poll on the 27th of March. Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi's car, in fact, was searched while he was entering the constituency. He was on his way from Dharmapuri for the election campaign. This search was carried out based on guidelines laid down by the Election Commission, and it seems even the top man of the state will not be spared.
All right, moving on. If you support live-in relationships, then you have a partner. The Supreme Court. In an observation, the Supreme Court on Tuesday opined that a man and woman being together without being married cannot be taken as an offence. A 3-judge bench has said there is no offence when 2 adults want to live together. This comes at a time when the court is reserving its judgment on a special leave petition filed by Tamil actor Khushbu seeking to squash 22 cases filed against her after she reportedly endorsed premarital sex in an interview. In 2005, Khushbu had approached the Apex Court after the Madras High Court in 2008 dismissed her plea for squashing the criminal cases filed against her throughout Tamil Nadu. Interestingly, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Karunanidhi has also supported the statement of the Supreme Court. Only recently, he had reiterated his support to intercaste love marriages.
Right, this is not so fine art, it seems. Till yesterday, it was the government fine arts students who had a list of demands to be met, and now even the alumni of the college has their list of demands. The Students' Association wants the government to give them preference for the post of drawing teachers in government schools. Minal Shah has this report.
Bhaskar is now a freelancing artist who makes 6,000 rupees every month. With a degree in fine arts, Bhaskar struggles to find a permanent job in this period of economic slowdown. He now hopes to get the job of a drawing teacher in a government school.
Already 21 வருஷத்தை நாங்க வந்து கடந்துட்டோம். வேலை வாய்ப்பு இல்லாம 21 வருஷத்தை கடந்துட்டு 10000 பேர் நாங்க பாதிக்கப்பட்டிருக்கிறோம். இப்போ அந்த ஈக்குவலன்சி ஜீவோ வந்த பிறகு கூட இத கிளாரிஃபிகேஷன்ங்கற பேர்ல இன்னும் பல வருடங்களை நாட்கடத்த திட்டமிட்டு பள்ளி கல்வித்துறை இத செஞ்சிட்டு இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
By the end of this month, the government will fill up 231 vacant posts for drawing teachers. These artists claim that they have been sidelined by the Education Ministry as job preference is given to people who have completed the 3-month teachers training course.
5 வருஷம் படிக்கிற எங்களால இவங்க எங்களை திட்டமிட்டு நிராகரிக்கிறதால எங்களுக்கு தனியார் துறைகளுக்கு போக முடியல. இன்னைக்கு இருக்கிற தனியார் துறைகளுக்கு டெக்னாலஜியெல்லாம் அப்டேட் ஆகிட்டதுனால லட்சக்கணக்கில் கொடுத்து மல்டிமீடியா அனிமேஷன் கோர்ஸ் படிக்க வேண்டிய சூழ்நிலை இருக்குது. அந்த அளவுக்கு எங்களுக்கெல்லாம் வசதி வாய்ப்புகள் இல்லாத காரணத்தால் நாங்கள் முழுக்க இந்த கவர்மெண்ட் வேலையை, அதுவும் ஓவிய ஆசிரியர் வேலையை நம்பி இருக்க வேண்டிய சூழ்நிலைகள் இருக்குது.
For the artists, it's just not the degree but also the question of their dignity. And for that, they are protesting on the 26th of this month, urging the government to consider them while filling up the vacancies of drawing teachers in government schools. In Chennai, with camera person Srinivas, Minal Shah, NDTV Hindu.
Right, that's a problem not just of the degree but dignity. Coming up on the other side of the break, the police acts tough on fake drug peddlers in the city.
And on World Tuberculosis Day, we bring you a report with some upsetting facts. Stay with us.